Hi, welcome to nETSETOS. Question for today is maximum sum increasing subsequence. Though we have discussed about longest increasing subsequence, after that we'll be going for this maximum sum increasing subsequence. So the question is given an array of n positive integers, just the positive integers, and we need to write a program to find sum of maximum sum of the subsequence of given array such that integers are sorted in increasing order. Fine enough. Let's know the problem word by word. So let's start from back. Here first word is subsequence. Subsequence means, let's say I have an array. I'll take a random array where I have, let's say, 4, 2, 5, 3. So subsequence is something where the values taken not be continuous, as well as it should be in one direction only. Let's say for this array, when I want to take the value 4, I can take 5 as well, 3 as well. So the values, if they are not continuous, it will be fine enough. Then comes increasing. Increasing means it should be sorted. Sorted in the sense it should be incrementing. Let's say we have an array 4, 2, 5, 3. So here I need to make sure that I need to take maximum value, but it should be incrementing. So here if I am taking 4, I am not supposed to take the value which is smaller than it. So I need to compare each value. 2 is smaller than 4, whereas 5 is greater than 4. So I need to calculate the sum of increasing and the subsequence. So subsequence is something where I need to take the value from the array, where the values, if they are not continuous also, it will work fine. So here the maximum sum increasing sequence of this array will be 9, where it should be maximum sum, it should be sorted, as well as it should be subsequence. So here the 4 words which we need to take care, it should be maximum sum increasing subsequence. So let's start for this array. So we will know how to calculate maximum sum increasing subsequence with the help of this algorithm, which says in the first step, make a separate array to calculate maximum value. So what I'll do, I'll make a separate array with the name sum, where I'll be calculating the sum. And after that, I'll compare each and every value to calculate maximum value. Then in the second step, I need to copy all the values of this array to that sum array. Then in the third step, I'll take variable I and j and will iterate accordingly. Let's see. So what I'll do, I'll take step 1 first, where I'll make a separate array with the same length of the array. Here we have len of array is 8. So I'll be making the separate array with the name sum. Then I'll be copying each value of array into the sum as same 21, 4, 2, 16, 17, 3, 13, then 14. Now next I'll compare, as this is array and here we have sum. This is an array. And here I'll take the variable I, which will start from 1 index, whereas j index will start from 0th index. Now the first most thing, I'll compare the value of I with j, and I need to make sure if value of I is greater than j, then I need to perform certain operation. So first I'll compare whether 4 is greater than 21. No. If 4 is not greater than 21, so I will take this I to the second index and will compare this value with 21 as like this. Is 2 greater than 21? As we are asking over here, the value of I is 2 greater than 21? No. So we will ignore it. Then j will be incremented to 1 index, and then we will check whether 2 is greater than 4? No. Here we need to make sure if the value of array I is greater than the value present in array j. If it is greater than, then we will do the certain operation. If it is not greater than, then we will ignore it. So till now it's not greater than. Now I will take this I and shift to third index, whereas j will be taken to 0th index as like this. Now I will check again whether 16 is greater than 21. No, it's smaller. So j will be incremented by 1. Now we will check, is 16 greater than 4? This time, yes. So what I'll do, I'll take the sum. This is sum array on the same index and will do plus of this. 16 plus 4 is 20. So I'll rub this and will put here 20. And with that, I have written over here indexes, which here we have. So from which index I'm taking the value, I'll just write over here as 1, as like this. So this is just the thing which we need to do for each iteration. Now we have seen for 4 value. Now we will shift j to second index. Is 16 greater than 2? Yes. So now I will take this value 2 with 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. But here we have 20. Since I want the maximum value, so I'll compare 20 with 18. Here in the array we already have the maximum value, so we need not to change it. So I'll keep it as it is. Now for the next, I will be shifted to 4th index and j to the 0th index. And now I will check whether 17 is greater than 21. No. So j will be shifted to 1 index. Now I will check whether 17 greater than 4. This time, yes. So I'll take the value of 4 from sum to this ith index 17. 17 plus 4 will be 21. And from which index I have taken this? 1. So instead of 4, I'll write here 1. Just to keep the track of the index, so as to understand here. Now for the next, j will be shifted to second index. Here we have 2 value. Now we will again check whether 17 greater than 2. Yes. Now I'll do the sum. 17 plus 2 is 19. And we have already 21. Now if I compare this value in the array, since I want maximum value in the sum array, 21 is greater than 19. So I'll ignore this 19 and will keep my sum array as it is. Now again, j will be shifted to third index and will check whether 17 is greater than 16. Yes. So here I'll take the value from the sum array, which is 20 plus the original value, which is 17. 17 plus 20 is 37. So I'll write 37 over here because 37 is greater than 21. And here I have taken from third index. So I'll write 3 instead of 1 as like this. Now for the next, I is shifted to 5th index, whereas J to the 0th index, where it will check whether 3 is greater than 21. No, so we will ignore it. Now I'll check for J at 1 index, which I have 4 value, and here 3. Is 3 greater than 4? No, so here I'll ignore it, and J will be shifted to 2nd index. Now I'll check, is 3 greater than 2? Yes. So here I have 3, whereas here I have 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So here I'll write 5, and here I'll change my index to this 2. So I'll write here 2 as like this. Now for the next index, we have 16 value. Is 3 greater than 16? No. So again, J will be shifted to next index, which is 4. And here we have 17 value. Is 3 greater than 17? No. So I will be shifted to 6th index, where we have 13 value, and J will be at 0th index. Now we will compare the value. Is 13 greater than 21? No. Again, for J is equal to 1, where we have 4 value, and here we have 13. Is 13 greater than 4? Yes. So here I'll take this 4 value with this 13. So 13 plus 4 is 17. So being 17 greater than 13, I'll write here 17 instead of 13. And from which index I have taken here? 1. So instead of 6, I'll write here 1 index. Now J will iterate further. Here J is equal to for 2nd index, where we have 2 value. Now here I'll check whether 13 is greater than 2. Yes. So here I'll take the value 13 and this value 2. So 13 plus 2 is 15. But we have here 17 already there. 17 being the maximum value. It is greater than 15. So here I will ignore it. And J will be iterating further. Here we have 17 value. So I'll check whether 13 is greater than 17. No. Then again for the next iteration, here we have 3 value and here 13. Now I will check whether 13 is greater than 3. Yes. So I'll take this value 13 and this value 5. So 13 plus 5 is 18. 18 is greater than 17. So instead of 17, I'll write here 18. And the index from where I have taken the value, I'll write over here 5th index. So here I'll write 5 as like this. Now for the next iteration, I is shifted to 7th index, whereas J is at 0th index. Now I will check 14 with 21. Is 14 greater than 21? No. So J will be iterated further. For the first index, here we have 4 and 14. Is 14 greater than 4? Yes. So here I'll check the value 4 plus 14. 4 plus 14 is 18. Whereas in the array we have 14 value. Now if I compare 14 with 18, 18 is maximum. That's what we want over here. So here I'll write 18. And from which index I have taken? 1. So here I'll write 1 as like this. Now for the next iteration, here we have 2 at jth index, whereas at 7th index we have 14. So 14 is greater than 2 this time. Now I'll take the value 14 and its sum is 14 plus 2 is 16. Now if I compare this 18 with 16, we already have the maximum value. So here I'll ignore it and j will be iterated further, where we have 16 compared with 14. So is 14 greater than 16? No. So j will be iterated further. Here we have in j's place 17 and in i's place 14. Is 14 greater than 17? No. So j will be iterated further. Here we have in j's place the value is 3, whereas i's place is 14. So 14 is greater than 3. So I'll take the value of 5 and 14. 5 plus 14 is 19. Now I'll compare the value of some array. 19 is greater than 18. So I'll just cancel this 18 and will write over here 19. And here I have taken the value from 5th index. So instead of 1, I'll write 5 as like this. Now for the next iteration, we have 13. And here we have 14 for ith place. 14 is greater than 13? Yes. So here I'll take the value from some array which is 18 and ith place is 14. So 14 plus 18 is 32. So I need to calculate the maximum value. Here we have 19. So I'll just cancel this. Instead of 19, I'll write 32. And from which index I have taken this? From 6th index. So I'll write respectively in the index array 6. So here we have compared each and every value with each other. So here we have some array after this all process. Now what I need to do, I need to compare each and every value, whichever value is the maximum. Now I'll compare 37 with all the values present over here. No value is greater than 37. So here we got maximum value 37. Now if I check this 37, here we had 17 value, but it is derived from 3rd index. So here at 3rd index we have 16, whereas the 3rd index derived from 1. 1 index we have 4. So here I'll write 4. Now if I do the sum, it's 37 only. That means 4 plus 16 plus 17, here we got 37, which is maximum as well as incrementing. See, 17 is greater than all, 16 is greater than 4. So 4, 16, 17, they are in sorted order as well as they are subsequence. Now let's write a Python program for this. So I'll go to PyCharm. Here I have made a function with the name maximum sum subsequence. Here I have written subsequence for sub, where I have taken array and n. N is for length of the array. Now here I'll do the same process which I have done for this algorithm. Now the first thing, make a separate array to calculate maximum value. Here I'll take the separate array with the name sum. So here I have made the array with the name sum, where I have defined all the values as 0. But it should be of same length defined for the array. That's why I have taken n in the input array. Now the second step, copy all values of array to separate array, which is sum. So here I have taken all the values of array into the sum array. Then we will compare in the step 3. We will iterate I and j and will compare each and every value with each other. So here I was iterated from 1st index, whereas j we have taken from 0th index. Now we will compare the ith value with j, and then we will check whether the sum value is smaller than the sum or not. If it is smaller than, then we will have the sum from sum array plus that array of this ith position at this place in the sum array. Then after that sum array, we will compare the values with each other so as to get the maximum value. So here I have taken the same array. Now when I run this, here I got 37. The same value 37, which is the sum of 4 plus 16 plus 17. The sum of this is maximum as 37. As it is maximum sum, incrementing order, it is sorted 4, then 16, then 17, and it is a subsequence. It can be continuous or it cannot be. So this is how we can calculate maximum sum increasing subsequence in a very easy way. So hope you understood it thoroughly. Now if you like my video, please give a like and also share my video. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.